The woman tightly wrapped her head in plastic wrap to completely cut off her oxygen supply. She even added 2 extra layers, then pressed her palms hard against the wrap, trying to make it cling tighter to her skin. But after just 3 seconds, she started gasping for air. Even though she opened her mouth wide to breathe, the intense feeling of suffocation made her panic. She began tearing at the plastic with all her strength, and finally managed to rip a big hole in the front. Alice did all this because she felt the world around her wasn't real. Just yesterday, she bought 2 pounds of chicken eggs from the market, but when she cracked one open, it was completely hollow. She couldn't believe it, so she cracked another. That one was empty too. She kept going. The whole box was full of empty eggs. The next day, she went out to confront the seller, but on the way, Alice saw a helicopter suddenly crash. No matter how hard she begged the taxi driver, he refused to go any closer. Left with no choice, Alice decided to walk to the crash site. After hours of hiking, she finally reached the top of a mountain, but strangely, there was no sign of a crashed helicopter. All she saw was a giant circular building. This was where all the men from the village went to work. She carefully approached it, but what she saw inside made her scalp tingle. She couldn't help but place her hand on the wall, and in the next second, she passed out cold. When she woke up, she was back in her own bed at home. Alice had no idea what had just happened. She ran to the kitchen to ask her husband, but he told her she must have had a nightmare. He had just gotten home and found her sleeping the whole time. Alice didn't question it any further, but the next day, things got even stranger.